We are Danny,
Melissa,
Emma, Jake,
and we are Four Simple Lives.
So we all know you have your good campgrounds and your not so good campgrounds. So here's our list of our 2024 top campgrounds.
Wow, 2024 has come to a close, and what an epic year it was. Hi guys, if you don't know who we are Danny and Melissa from Four Simple Lives. About a year ago, I retired from the Air Force out of Colorado, and myself, Melissa, and the kids jumped in our RV and we hit the road full-time traveling.
Woo!
Woo!
So we're just going to give you a list of the top 5 campgrounds that we went to in 2024. And this is just based on what we liked the best, what the kids also liked, and just the general kind of area of the campground.
And when we're done covering our favorite campgrounds in 2024, we're going to give you some bonus content, and we're going to cover our top 2 favorite Harvest Hosts of 2024 and our top 3 rallies that we attended in 2024. So with that, let's jump right into it. So our top 5 campgrounds. Number 5 was Rustic Barn RV Park in Cuyler, Wisconsin. So we loved this. We were there over the 4th of July, and it was actually when we were transitioning from the West Coast to the East Coast to buy the Brinkley.
Yes.
So we had no plans, no reservations. We were just getting from one coast to the next, and we found this great place. So we were there over the 4th of July weekend. It was connected to a cattle farm, which is really great. Yep. Because before we left Colorado, we had some cows on some property with our friends. The kids really missed that, so we got to see the cattle on the farm. What do we have? We have a great bathhouse there, right?
Yes.
It was right across from us.
Yes.
The laundry was good.
Yep, laundry was amazing there. They had an awesome playground for the kids. And if you also like to do running, walking, I ran with Sadie there, and I never had to repeat. I did go into some of the neighborhoods, but it was a really nice neighborhood. Really awesome area. Yeah,
I think the last note I had is it was just a very peaceful setting.
Oh, so quiet.
It was just nice to be there.
Yeah, and we did, so like Danny said, we did 4th of July there, and I remember when the fireworks were going off, it was this open field, and there's just lightning bugs everywhere. It was pretty epic.
It was great.
It was really nice, yeah.
So our number 4 most epic campground we attended was River Sands RV Park in Echernberg, Arizona.
However you say
Ehrenberg.
It's right on the border of Arizona and California, and the Colorado River that runs right through it. So
yeah, it was epic. Literally,
so
the
pretty.
Colorado River separated Arizona, where we were, from California.
Yes.
It was a 2-minute drive over the bridge. The kids thought it was cool to be in the Colorado River, and at one point we were in Arizona, and the next point we were in California. So that was pretty great. It was a huge, brand new resort.
Yeah.
So we called, I called, just, hey, can we get a reservation? They were pretty much brand new, had just opened for a couple of months. And I was like, do you guys have any discounts, whatnot? And I said, I'm military. And they said, oh, really? I mean, I think it was like $90 or $100 a site. And they were like, well, we're brand new and we want to honor our military. So I think we got it for $40 a night.
Oh, yeah.
And we did a week there.
It was paved. We did rent a golf cart because that place was ginormous.
Yeah, it was huge.
Really nice laundry facilities. Pool was amazing. We basically had that thing to ourselves.
Yeah, like we said, it was a brand new resort, and there was nobody there.
And awesome. Again, if you're a runner, walker, you'll never have to repeat. You could do miles in that thing.
Number 3 epic campground was Lake Havasu State Park, and that was in Lake Havasu, Arizona.
Yes. Another Arizona one.
Yeah. So that one was our first on our list. That was our first just water and electric site.
Yeah.
There was no sewer at the site, but of course they had a dump station, and we got the portable poop tote, so that was no problem for us. Beautiful lake views. We were right on the lake.
Yes.
Probably behind us 25 feet from our back of our RV, we were on the lake.
You had to reserve that pretty far in advance, though, in order to get right to the lake.
Yeah, that was probably like 11 months out.
Yeah.
I had booked that.
Awesome, amazing sunsets. We were in the water every single day paddleboarding.
Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was pretty epic.
It was a great beach, right? There was a couple of them. We had a great beach right in front of our site, and then we also had a beach not too far away. And the Lake Havasu City, there was tons of things to do there. There was restaurants and bars and tourist attractions, so that was great.
Again, also great running, walking there as well.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, I booked like almost a year out, but our friends, Rob and Trish from Living Like Nomads, they got a site like within a week.
Yeah.
They came up for like maybe 2 nights.
Yeah.
I think they had to move once or twice in
Yeah.
their 3-4 days. But so, I mean, we booked the nice waterfront site almost a year out. But like we said, our friends got a site, no problem. So
No problem.
it seems
Yep.
like it's accessible.
Yeah.
All right, number 2.
Number 2.
Probably my favorite, but you wait till you see number 1. It's hard to beat. Number 2 was Watchman Campground in Zion National Park.
Oh, yeah.
That's in Springdale, Utah. So the great part about it was as soon as you pulled out on the national park, it was right there.
Oh, yeah.
Most national parks, you have to drive 40 miles into the park. So we drove through the front gate and boom, within a minute or two, we were at the...
Yeah, never had to worry about parking or anything like that.
Nope. So obviously it's a national park. That was one of the number 1 reasons we made it number 2. It's a national park. We camped inside a national park. Epic cliff views.
So
it was amazing.
beautiful at night. Yeah. Sunrise, sunset was awesome there.
That was also just a water and electric site. So we had no sewer at the site, but again, a dump station right across from our site. Not a problem at all. The sites were very big, very roomy. I didn't feel cramped at all there.
Nope.
It was tight to get in. We had our 38-foot travel trailer at the time. So the turn to get in, but once you were in, you had a great site. And then the coolest part probably was the walk to the town.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was right there. There was like
We
a
went
walking
over the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a walking bridge from inside the park to outside the park, and maybe a 5-minute walk from our site, and we were at the restaurants and the pubs and the brewery that they had there, so we thought that was really great.
Yeah.
And then just the views. Being in a national park, being so close to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go do sunrise,
Yep.
and you didn't have to drive an hour.
Yeah, and
'cause
we're
we were
definitely
already
going
in it.
back there because
Oh.
we did not even scratch the surface on Zion.
No, I don't remember when we were there. It was June,
I don't know.
I think. Maybe it was a little earlier, May, June. So the weather was perfect. I imagine it's pretty stinking hot in the middle of the summer there.
Yeah.
And I think it was 30 amp only. So if you go in the middle of the summer, you know, it's probably going to be pretty warm just running 1 AC. But either way, we loved it. It was great.
All right, number 1.
So there's a caveat to number 1. Number 1 actually comes with 2 different
1A
campgrounds.
and 1B.
Yeah. We didn't, in no particular order of the ones,
Yes.
but 1 is a military specific campground. So that limits
Yes.
some of our viewers that can stay there.
Right.
And then the other one, anyone can stay at. So that's why we wanted to have 2 number 1s. So our number 1 military campground was Naval Air Station Key West in Key West, Florida.
Yeah.
So again, the only downside for our viewers is you have to have base access for that. So if you're not a military retiree or served in the military, you can't attend. But wow, what a great RV park. I think we paid $47 a night. Waterfront, 20 feet from the front of our RV was the water. Every morning we could go out there and watch the stingrays and the dolphins and the small sharks and fish jump. It was absolutely incredible. Great views, of course, right out to the coast. And then if we looked just south of us, which was to the left of our campsite, we could see Key West. So every night we got to see the cruise ships pull. Or I guess every morning we got to see the cruise ships pull in, and then every night the cruise ships pulled out. It was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we were a short drive from downtown Key West.
Yeah, the drive, it was about a 5-minute bike ride from our RV site to Duval Street. But if you drive anywhere in Key West, it takes you 30 minutes, and then you have to do parking.
And then you have to find somewhere to park. Yeah.
So it was 5 minutes by bike to get down to Duval Street, and then you walk around and you saw all the sights. It was absolutely awesome.
Yep.
And then our second number 1,
I'm not going to do the drum roll again.
yeah, we already did that, is, and anyone can attend, anyone can stay at this RV park, was Sunshine Key in Big Pine Key, Florida.
Yes.
So that's, I don't know how it all works. 1,000 Trails, Encore, maybe it's an Encore, but not 1,000 Trails. Who
Yeah,
knows?
we are not 1,000 Trails members, so we're not even going to
we don't
pretend to
know.
know everything.
But it was awesome. It was about 40 miles north, so up into the Middle Keys,
Yes.
which was nice because we spent 5 weeks at the southern, in Key West, at the Naval Air Station. Then we moved 40 miles up to join our friends Jim and Amy from the Vagabonds.
Yep.
So waterfront, awesome beach. We did incredible supboarding. They had, I mean, the RV park is on an island.
Yeah.
So at one point we paddled all the way around the island, right? The beautiful sunsets. They had a cool marina there, which was, you could rent watercraft and, you know.
Or if you're traveling with your watercraft, you can park it there as well.
Yeah, so they have boat slips, so you could just put your boat in right there. They had boats you could rent, kayaks, supboards, all kinds of stuff, fishing gear, fish cleaning stations. They had what do they call those things? A spot where you could fish off of, like just a little
A pier?
A pier, yeah. There was a pier right at the marina, so you could just jump
Yeah.
off and fish and then clean your fish right there.
Oh, yeah. We saw sea turtles, stingray, nurse sharks, everything.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah.
So basically, kind of like number 2, Watchman Campground, your international park.
Yeah.
Our top one, meaning 2 RV parks, we're in Florida Keys.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad about the Florida Keys.
No.
Yeah. So
It was
again,
pretty amazing.
for you guys, the viewers, we wanted to give you an option for people that have military access, and
Yeah.
then for those that don't have access to military. They were both absolutely amazing.
And if you are going to try and book, so it was Sigsbee Campground at NAS Key West.
Yes, Sigsbee. Yeah.
He was still active duty when we booked it, so that was a year in advance. So take that into consideration if that's something you're trying to do. Because he was active duty, it was a year in advance. Sunshine Key, we didn't have any notice. We just went.
No,
and
I
there's
mean,
plenty of sites
maybe
available.
a week or 2, and we booked.
Yeah, and that was December, right? December we went?
Yes.
Yeah, so December we were in Sunshine Key. So
Naval Air Station Key West, because I was active duty can book 1 year out from the day you want to stay. If you're a retiree or anything other than active duty but have access, you can book 6 months out. So that's why we got the waterfront sites. So I mean, and then the sites that were not on the water, just right behind us, incredible. Those were $42 a night.
Yeah.
And the one that we had, I think, was $47 a night. So absolutely, no matter what, if you can get to NAS Key West, no matter where you are, go. It's amazing.
okay, so we did stay at a couple of Harvest Hosts in 2024. Number 2 is our Wyoming Life Farm in Gillette, Wyoming. Great views. They did
That was
offer us electric when we got there.
Yeah, I think there was 5 sites total there. Well, at least 5 with electric. There might have been some straight up boondocking, but there was at least 5 where we could pull into and have a 30 amp hookup, which was sweet.
Yeah. We did the tour. The kids got to feed the baby animals, the cows, or the calves, I guess you should say. The calves. We got to see some turkeys, some goats. I mean, it was just a beautiful location, beautiful farm.
Yeah.
Got to get some farm fresh eggs and meat.
Beef jerky.
And, beef jerky.
Yeah, so it's a working farm. So
Right.
when Melissa says the tour, we did a tour of the farm.
Yes.
Just one of the ranch hands or something took us to the tour,
Yeah.
and it was awesome.
So definitely check it out if you're there. They do have like an Instagram page, and they post some really good things. So
Yeah, and I think we might have paid like $15 cash to have electric.
which was good because it was hot.
Yeah, I mean, Harvest Hosts are free, but they recommend you buy a product there, $20,
Yes.
$30. But a lot of them will offer you a electric hookup, and that one did. And I think we paid $10 or $15 just cash to have the hookup. And then, of course, we bought stuff in the store anyway.
Yeah.
Like you said, fresh eggs, meat, and beef jerky. But yeah, it was an awesome stay for sure.
Absolutely. Definitely going to check that out if we're ever back in that area again. All right, number 1. Are you going to do the drum roll this time? My drum roll was better. All right, the Rio Grande Winery in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Mountain views were amazing. We got to take Sadie on a walk and let her kind of go off leash. Because we were parked right in the parking lot, Danny and I kind of get a little bit of a date night and went and had some wine. They did have some food trucks available, so that was pretty good. The kids got some pizza. We got, some meat and cheese and some other snacky things. But they had about 15-ish sites there. I guess it just kind of depends on the size of the rigs that are there.
Yeah, it's just a parking lot.
But it is dry camping,
Yeah.
strictly dry camping. Super nice people there. But the wine was amazing, and it was just a really nice location to stop. We had like a very long drive day that day,
Yeah.
and so to kind of hang out and chill and have the awesome views and have a glass of wine and some snacks was really awesome.
And I can't remember where the mountains were. The San Cristo Mountains or something?
I don't know. I'll link it down here because
was-
we had to do that in our video.
Yeah, it was right there. I mean, you just looked right at it. The
Yeah.
winery, you look straight up, and it's the whatever these mountains
Whatever
say
these
right
mountains
there.
are
That's what
called.
they were. But yeah, we were parked like probably 150 yards from the outside where you eat and drink.
Yep.
So we brought the kids over. We all had dinner, and then we put them back in the RV, and then Melissa and I went back and had a bottle of wine, and it was just awesome.
Yeah.
Harvest Host gives parents that travel full time with your kids. You don't know anybody you can trust to watch your kids.
No.
So a Harvest Host location like that where you're parked in the parking lot of the winery, the brewery, the golf course, whatever it is, and you can lock them in there safely and go have a drink or some dinner with each other. It's a really good option
Yeah, great
for
way to have a date night.
full-time couple date nights.
Yes, absolutely. So we just roll right into the rallies.
Yeah, let's do the rallies.
All right. So, as Danny and I have said before, we love rallies. They're an excellent way to meet other full-time travelers. If you have a chance to go to one, we definitely recommend it. We have been to several Less Drunk, More Journey ones. And so here are our top 3 rallies we went to and the locations of 2024.
Number 3.
Number 3. The LJMJ meetup at the Ridge in Sevierville, Tennessee.
Sevierville, Tennessee.
The Ridge, absolutely beautiful resort. You're up on a mountain or a hilltop, I would say. You're not on a mountain, a hilltop.
It is the Rocky Mountains.
It is the Rocky Mountains.
No, it's not. It's the Smoky Mountains.
Smoky Mountains.
Smoky Mountains.
But it is on a hilltop. I mean, just beautiful. The location is amazing. The resort is absolutely amazing. Facilities are great. We were parked and had the playground behind us, which was awesome because that's kind of where all the kids would gather and meet up and stuff like that. So LJMJ rallies, meetups, they're awesome. We're always going to go to every single one they have.
Yeah. Well, that was our second rally with them, but it's number 3 on our list because number 2
is the Nightlight Rally. With Less Drunk, More Journey and Finding Our Someday in Sulphur Springs, Texas. So this was strictly dry camping. You are in a parking lot.
Fairgrounds. We were at a fairgrounds park at Sulphur Springs, Texas Fairgrounds.
They did have some hookup. I think it was just electric hookup sites. We did dry camping because we wanted to test out our dry camping skills.
Yeah, and we did it. It was 3 nights. We had one 460 amp hour lithium battery. We probably turned the generator on twice, and it was, warm. We were probably upper 80s, lower 90s at points, but it was fine. Used the generator a couple of times.
Did great. But that was for the total solar eclipse that happened last April. And it was amazing, epic. There's obviously, we will never experience another one.
Well, in America, like 20, 30 years from now, it happens in other parts of the world, but we're not going to bring our RV to Venezuela or something. So we're probably not going to see it there. But yeah, it was absolutely the coolest experience. The kids absolutely loved it. They kind of got a little freaked out. We have a video. I'll see if Melissa can link it so you guys can check it out. Like, it literally went from this sunny to like it was midnight over like a 5-minute period. And the kids thought it was all cool until it became midnight at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
they were a little freaked.
I don't think I like this.
Yeah, she didn't like it anymore. But it was absolutely amazing to see the sun turn to the darkness in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
great experience.
All the colors disappeared.
Oh yeah, and then being able to attend a rally with Less Drunk, More Journey and Finding Our Someday, as well as all the families that we met there. We met so many great people. Yes. But those 2 channels specifically, they with their name recognition, they put on a great rally, and it just brings people together. Yeah. So you have that commonality with people.
Yes. All right, number 1.
Number uno.
The RV Unplugged rally for season 2 finale. I don't think I've ever been so exhausted in my entire life.
Well, it was at Camp Margaritaville in Auburndale, Florida.
Right. Camp Margaritaville, luxury resort. Sights are beautiful. I don't think I've ever been so exhausted in my entire life, though. That was...
How long was it? 4 or 5 days?
I don't... Felt like eternity because we were ridiculous. You were constantly going in that one. For all good reasons. They had activities all the time. We met some awesome people that we still talk to every single day. Yeah. I mean, it was amazing, but that was so much fun. If you can ever go to an RV Unplugged rally, definitely check it out. But Camp Margaritaville, the pools are amazing. They had they had slides and stuff too. Yeah. Huge sites.
2 different pool areas, at least 2 different restaurant areas, one at each of the pools. I think they had other little restaurants.
Yeah.
They had like that tiki bar area where we all kind of met up at night.
Restaurants that you could go to.
Yep, mini golf.
Yep.
You can rent golf carts, which we did, because again, that's another huge RV park.
Oh yeah. And yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Camp Margaritaville, Auburndale, Florida. Absolute number 1 rally.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so that kind of sums it up. So we definitely check out reviews when we're doing campgrounds. We want to make sure that it's in a great location of where we're also trying to visit, but also that we're going to have fun there. They have some kind of amenities, laundry, but also stuff for the kids to do because, you know, they do school and then they want to go run out some energy, so playgrounds and stuff like that. But yeah, can't wait to see what 2025 brings us.
Lots of big things coming. Stay tuned.
Big things.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel and push that like button so you get notifications when our 2025 adventures go live.
Yes. Thanks for watching.